Hello, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today we will take up new lesson, that is lesson number 4, and the name of the lesson is mangoes round the year. So technically this is going to be the first lesson of second terminal syllabus. So when you look at the syllabus of when you look at the syllabus of second terminal exam, I'm not talking about first terminal exam. First terminal exam is over. So after first terminal exam, obviously we will take up syllabus of second terminal exam, and this chapter number 4, it is going to be the first lesson of second terminal syllabus or second terminal exam. So today we will be discussing half of the portion of lesson number 4, which is going to be a part of second terminal exam, and the study material will be uploaded on the WhatsApp group just after the completion of lesson number 4. So let's start. Mangoes round the year, the first lesson of second terminal syllabus. So it starts with a conversation among three children named Nitu, Aman, and Priti. So it starts with a conversation. So Nitu says, "Wow, Aman's lunchbox! Wow, Aman's lunchbox has sweet puris." So the conversation is regarding the food that they have in their lunchbox. So Aman's lunchbox has sweet puris. Then Nitu has brought potato sabji. I've got bhindi. Priti have got bhindi. So they have different types of dishes or different types of food in their lunch box. So they are discussing about the types of food, type of dishes that they had. So after some times, it is continued with the conversation regarding the nature of the food. Oh Nitu, I think your potato sabji is spoiled. Spoiled haidi ngasai pumme haibigi type ni mana hainingisi ko masi ngasai hinjang si pumme haini ko. Don't eat that, you may fall sick. Here you take some bhindi. So if the food is spoiled, then it is better not to have it, otherwise it will create health problem. So it's an advice given by Priti regarding the spoiled food. So followed by a discussion, followed by just after the conversation in your textbook, a small discussion is given, which is going to be the observation or conclusion of whatever conversation that we had. So how did Aman know that the potato sabji had gone spoiled? Aman na kamain khangino hinjang si pumme haibisi si akoi cham na haibada. The simplest way is bad smell haitare manam soidana namthira amgani ko. Have you ever seen some food that has got spoiled? How did you know that it was spoiled? So whenever you saw spoiled food, obviously you must be experiencing the smell of the food and the unusual color also. So when the food gets spoiled, obviously the smells become bad, and the color also, you will see that you will see unusual color. Priti told Nitu not to eat the potato sabji. What would happen if she had eaten it? So Priti had advised not to take the spoiled food because it will create a health problem. Teachers note, let children give examples of food spoilage based on their own experiences. So unfortunately we are not able to have physical interaction with the students because of the pandemic. So such kind of activity between teacher and student cannot be performed due to the pandemic, since we are doing everything online. So it is important to explain the difference between food spoilage and wastage of food. Food spoilage hairagana pumbaduni, wastage of food hairagana chagadaba changadaba changdagi hena thongjanba aduga hundokpa. The experiment with bread can be started when you begin the lation, because it will need to continue over 6 days at least. So when si mathang parakpa matamda, we will come across an activity by taking bread and performing an activity in order to understand the spoilage, in order to understand the spoilage of food. So let's see, let's move on. So look in your kitchen and write down names of food items that can spoil in 2 to 3 days. So at your home, as you can take help from your parents also in order to identify the types of food and their nature, and you have to fill up this column. So can get spoiled in 2 to 3 days. For example, milk, bread, boiled rice can be kept for a week. Potato, onion, tomato, and would not spoil till 1 month. Raw rice, cheng hai tare ko chak na taba. Pickles, the flour, ata meda ko dum kuina thambe hai. Look at your friends list and discuss in the class. Will your list be the same in all seasons? What would change? So when you look at the list of your friend also, you will find similar items. But the next question, which is, will your list be the same in all seasons? No. Food usually gets spoiled in summer. So when you compare summer and winter, you will find that most of the food gets spoiled easily in summer. When food gets spoiled in your house, what do you do with it? Obviously we throw it in the garbage bin because it is no longer usable. BZ return the bread. BZ ima dasu natraga bobok haitare grandmother da, mother natraga grandmother da madu sijinaba wahini Punjabi word ni adu most Punjabi sing sijinaba grandmother da yam sini BZ hai si. BG return the bread. BG mi maming nate ko. BG have the Punjabi ki wahi amani mother hai mother dasu kawi, grandmother dasu kawi. Ana mani grandmother dasi ne. So Aman's BG went to the market to buy bread. The shop was very crowded. The shopkeeper picked up a pack of bread and gave it to BG. She looked at it and returned it immediately. So Aman's BG, she went to a market in order to buy bread for breakfast or evening snacks. So obviously when you visit a market, the market is always crowded. Aduna yamna akoigi yam chinmana maram oidana ko yam thuna tarokpada pots bread jalon pisalakpada man handoome maram na karigino yengasi. Look at the picture of the bread packet here and guess why BG returned it. So there must be a reason behind the returning of the bread. Masi kai oibi ai akoigi bread si yengma matamda bread ki wanate any pot laiba matamda khoni yengduisi kaino magi expiry date haidi manufacture date, expiry date, adagi magi physical appearance kamain to we khoni yengadabni always. It's not only for bread. Whenever you buy medicine, whenever you buy any packet food, you have to check date of manufacture, then expiry date, and along with that the physical appearance also if it is possible. Masida expiry date to hendomba gumba nataga bread to ango pakshan ba amu pakshan ba madu magadi madu lobirunu. How did she find that the bread had got spoiled? Kamaina khangi hairagadi singjoi soidana ngasai expiry date to yengaga natragana magi physical appearance da patpa amu ba spot laiba madu yarongani madunani haibani ko. So find out, look carefully at 2-3 packets of food items. What can we know from what is written on the packet? So whenever you buy things, as I'm going to repeat it again since it is very important. So whenever you buy things from the market, if it is a packet food, I'm not talking about the vegetables, but processed vegetables oitaragadi also you have to check the packet. So whenever you buy a packet food or packet items, you have to check their manufacture, then price, weight. Obviously we check price, weight, their manufacture, their expiry, then ingredients also we check. So when you buy anything from the market, what do you look for on the packet? So obviously we look for the price, weight, their manufacture, their expiry, ingredients. So these are the essential kya hai tare akhona yengadabado packet food ta. Their expiry is this show dina yengbiyu. See not and this is not applicable to only to food, to medicine also. When you buy medicine, you have to check their expiry. So teachers note, help children to read and note the information on the packets regarding weight, date of packing, etc. While doing the experiment, precautions need to be taken depending upon the weather condition. Example, the bread should not be allowed to dry up. There should be some ventilation in the room. Do put up the chart in the classroom and remind the children to fill it in every day. So whenever you buy a thing, it is very important to check the date of expiry, date of manufacture, price, weight, ingredients. Date of expiry is direct thadabida date of manufacture tang tharaga best before 12 months ka haibani. Adudi nangna date of manufacture du matung ina tha tatra into thiraga natraga thataruk magi whatever is provided in your packet madu nangna count tok jabatare ko. How does food get spoiled? Which is very important topic. How does food get spoiled? Kamaina no ba khone cha na chinjak singsi pumbu khotpa tawrisi kamaina pumino haibigi matangni. So the whole class can do this experiment together. Take a piece of bread or roti, sprinkle a few drops of water. So in order to understand how does food get spoiled, one activity is given here, and this can be performed in the classroom, but as of now it is not possible. So you can perform this activity at your home. Take a piece of bread or roti, sprinkle a few drops of water on it, and put it in a box. Close the box, see the bread or roti every day until you find some changes on it. So in order to perform this activity, you have to take a bread and you have to put it in a closed box. After sprinkling water, ising jaisalaga aduga nungtigi sum yengba. Asa kamain tawri musallakpra, ngauthorapra, palakpra simyam jing. When you make this table on a chart paper and put it up in the classroom, fill up the chart every day after discussing the changes seen. So one table is also provided here. So if you perform this activity, you have to draw this, you have to fill up this table on a chart paper. So 1 2 3 4 4 columns are provided here. So in order to fill this column, you have to fill all the observation differently in the 4 columns by touching, first by touching, then by smell, then by looking through hand lens, then by color. So four different types of observation are given in the table, and you have to study, you have to make records according to the observation given in the table. So ihan hanbadadi by touching knowing hand first day dadi kaidorani koina soft oirani aduga and damp and sticky oni damp chot lauba nam launi han badadi aduga tap tana sum kaidorani pura chola ani aduga soft oirani. Smell dana mumke daudoiba ihan han badadi manamsi light one lakani namthiro ebko adi khaga sum kanjala ani adu manamsi namthira ani namthi was stinking smell hai English ta. By looking through hand lens when hand lens ni ngon ihan first day didi normal loini adugidi tap tana machu si han madan ngaurakani ngaurakpadagi sanga ani green machu orani ngaurakpadagi tap tana green orani duga green orakpadagi last di black musala ani. By color dadi ujigi to chama nahi ahan madu normal mathang ngoromaga sangaga last musalakto aduna ngasagi spoil. How does food get spoiled to? In order to understand experimentally, you can perform this activity and you will observe that the smell changes to the smell becomes stinking namthirani, moist and moist and soft by touching, then the color changes from white to black, white, green, black. So find out the reason for these changes. From where did the fungus come on the bread? Kamay la ino haibni. Fungus si kai digi la ino masigi process si the process masi de koina rotting of bread hani. W2G pume fungus si kai de la ino fungus are present in air nusita yaujir regularly. So whenever they find a favorable condition, moisi maduda moigi shelter o shalakadoini. And koina bread thamme ising sprinkle tokshalle. So which is the favorable condition for fungus? So fungus will start growing in the bread. Fungus different kinds of food items spoil due to different reasons. Some food spoil soon, some stay good for long. List some seasons and conditions in which food spoils quickly. Hadi akoina chana bachinjak singsi pumokpasi amaga manade haibni. Yam thuna pumba yawi khara kuina chatpa yawi. List some seasons and conditions in which food spoils quickly. Masai condition dadi thongagadi yam nakoi chak si thongdoagadi cheng si thongdoadi chak olani thongagadi yam kuin tham yaro cheng oni dum kuina thambe yai adagi season dana summer ga winter ga si summer dana mu yam heli sumaina makhal myam leire. So teachers note, whenever children do this experiment, they should wash their hands after the experiment. So since fungus is involved there, which is microorganism, so for safety, you know, if you perform this activity, you should wash your hands properly. Then given below are some food items and some simple methods by which these could be kept fresh for 1 to 2 days. Match the correct pairs. Aduna ngasagi akoi chana ba chinjak singsi pumbagi matang da haigadi fresh vegetables oiragadi akoina freeze thambiyo hai adagi cheng one di dum thamba yai chak one thongra kandadi madu pumai sumaina akoina pochak singsi akoina chinjak chana ba singsi kamaina store togani haibasi akoina khangba mathau tai ngasagi pumdanabagi damakta mangdanabagi damakta madumai sidasu khara pire ko kalam ani le is the food items haibama methods haibama. So 2 columns are provided in which in the first column food items are provided, and in the second columns methods are provided in order to keep food items whatever given in the first column, the method of putting or method of storing the food items given in the first column, so that it remains or it can be used, it remains fresh or it can be used for 1 to 2 days. Nong manini sizinaba yanabagi mongda kamain store toni haibadu masida pire food item kharagi method. Food items is the milk pire, cooked rice pire, green coriander pire, onion, garlic pire. What's the methods tana kai pire milky di kai werni. So given below are some food items and some simple methods by which these could be kept fresh for 1 to 2 days. Match the correct pairs. So match the following ni masida chana magi mapada pirisi magi method of storing natte ko. So match the following to dune jumble taroga laini masigi chana bado yengbiu haibni. Samna haibda milk haisi. Milk ti kamaina thamni milk si nonini sizinagi hai taragdi boil to biu. Milk tea in order to store for 1 to 2 days, boiled it. Cooked rice ti kamaina thamni akoina spoil tawragi hairagadi put it in a bowl and keep the bowl in a container with some water. Tenkot amda hapiro adu tenkot tu atopa tenkot ama ising yawba atopa tenkot ama da tingaga thambiyu hai adu idi numikharani tha adu idi thamba yani hamni. Then green coriander dhania fadigom haibni ko machine ko ne kamaina thamba tare fadigom si hek lerak baga ngatang lerage hekta khuigini masi khara kuina nongnini thamba fadigom si khara kuina nongnini lehange hai taragadi yam thuna khuigan ba yam thuna patkan ba pot oibna maram moidana masi nongnini thamge haidi wrapped in a damp cloth chot chot lauba phi amana yomjallaga thammu adui taragadi fadigom si nongnini thamba yani habni onion garlic onion id tilau garlic adi chanam tare sine kamaine thamni kept it in a dry open place modi cholhan ba yadre hangba hangma mafamda akang mafamda dum thambiba madi dum laini. So these are the simple methods for storing whatever food items are given in the first column. So methods which we have to follow in order um, to keep such food items fresh for 1 to 2 days. Masina tabato food items mayamam sulai madugi method mayamam sulai reko. So in order to understand the stories simple methods for storing food items, you can ask your parents. They can share their experience regarding the stories of food items. So with this ngasi matang sida ko ngasi gi onedi loselasi. So I will conclude my lecture today. I'll conclude my lecture here, and the remaining portion will be discussed in the next video, and the study material for lesson number 4 will be uploaded after the completion of second video, that is after the completion of lesson number 4. So thank you for watching, and I repeat it again, I will upload the second video, that is the remaining portion of lesson number 4, in the next video. Thank you for watching once again.